Why President Biden was a better president than Obama. I'll tell you my reasons on the next segment. Hello everyone, welcome back to Luis Discusses Everything. And in today's video, we're going to discuss my own personal opinion on why President Biden, on the right hand, was a better president than President Obama back in his day. And I have 5 main reasons why that's the case. But before I get into it, I want to give you the caveat that this is just my opinion on my arbitrary opinion on why Biden is a better president and has no bearing in reality. That being said, let's get to it. Reason number 1 why I think Biden is a better president than Obama is the recently passed Inflation Reduction Act. As you know, the Inflation Reduction Act that was recently enacted to include a bunch of climate provisions. One of them was a climate provision. Other 2 had to do with tax credits. Others have to do with 1% tax on stock buyback. So it included a lot of populist incentives that would generally favor the public wants, essentially. And the reason I think this is such a good provision is because it included the creation of a 15% corporate minimum tax, prescription drug price reform, IRS tax enforcement, existing, right? That could be good for some. Expansion of the Affordable Care Act, something that Obama did, but he expanded it. And the energy security and climate change investments, which in other words is the climate portion of the bill. Reason number 2 why I think Biden was a better president than Obama is the CHIPS Act. For a long time, they've been sounding the alarm bells. Economists have been sounding the alarm bells that, hey, most of chip production is concentrated in Taiwan in Taiwan and in South Korea. And if we do not do something now, any political crisis will cause a worldwide shortage in semiconductor manufacturing. For example, if there is a war that strikes in Taiwan, or China decides to invade Taiwan, the U.S. will be without about 70% of the world chips, which will cause an economic meltdown across the world. So the CHIPS Act and Science Act, what it does is that it provides funding towards the manufacture of chips, of semiconductor chips in the United States. So it incentivizes that. And a number of companies were already doing that. If you want more information on this CHIPS Act, I'll show you the link on the video on the left side of the screen. The third reason why I think Biden was a better president than Obama is the PACT Act, or the PACT Act, which I also made a video about. The PACT Act is a law that allows or expands healthcare benefits for veterans, and it includes soldiers who were victims of burn pits. I give all the details about that in the next in another video, but essentially this is quite a big deal because throughout the Obama administration this was rarely discussed, if at all, and it took a bit of political courage to really assign the funding to that and go beyond. I mean, this shouldn't have taken political courage, right? But given that it didn't happen in the Obama administration, I'm glad it happened now, even though Obama was there in 2 terms when Biden is only halfway through his first term. The other reason why I think Biden was a better president than Obama is the advanced child tax credit, or the provision, essentially the dubbed economic impact payment, or the stimulus checks that passed right after he became president. So I think there were $1,400 checks that were passed throughout the economy. And I think his willingness to use direct payments above everything else is very much a popular move that I think Obama he wanted to do that, but didn't really didn't have the guts to actually implement it during his administration, and it's something that's unfortunate, right? The fifth reason why I think Biden is a better president than Obama is the student loan forgiveness program. And I also made a video about this a few short weeks ago, and it details that the student loan forgiveness program essentially forgives up to $20,000 in student loan debt and a minimum of $10,000 if you were either a Pell Grant recipient or not. And this was a big deal because Obama was pressured during both his terms, and he never directly canceled student loan debt. So you can see a pattern here, right, where you have 5 popular pieces of legislation or executive functions of government that the Obama administration hesitated to do. This is not even including the end of the Afghanistan war, which in my view was a positive thing. This is not even including numerous other executive orders that go beyond the what Obama even would think about doing, right? That doesn't even include the expansion of the tariffs against Chinese goods, which I think is a good policy from the Trump administration that passed on to the Biden administration. So all in all, just in the span of 2 years, I think Biden has done has taken more significant steps to ameliorate the economic burden of American people in general, right? I think he has taken more steps to secure that sort of economic stability and overall quality of life for the majority of Americans than Obama did in his 8 years in office. And that's saying a lot, right? I think there's quite a few reasons for that. I think the number one reason is we're in a totally different political landscape. I think that now it is permissible to do more populist measures, more popular things, precisely because there was so much disenchantment with the political atmosphere post-Great Recession that it is now not only permissible to do these sort of popular moves, but it is also expected. I feel like going forward, these types of popular measures will become the norm instead of the exception. I think the neoliberal perspective or worldview will go into irrelevance in the next couple of election cycles, and I think that is overall a positive thing, right? Unfortunately, one of the motivating forces for this is also hyperpartisanship, right? If your side does more things to motivate your side, then you're benefiting, right? If you're a Democrat, you want to do more things that your base wants than what the Republican wants, because it will motivate them to vote, because you know that the other side is not going to vote for you. It doesn't matter what you do, right? That's what happens. That's the hyperpolarized mentality, not only in the United States, but in other countries, specifically in the United States. That is a great motivating factor, right? You also see that internationally with the victory of leftist presidents across Latin America. The tolerance of the United States has, with their election of these left-wing figures, has a lot to do with hyperpolarization, right? Especially if you're a Democratic president and a leftist president is elected in one of these countries, now you're more willing to accept that than you did in prior decades. Foreign policy is no longer bipartisanship, as is domestic policy, as is any other policy in the United States. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.